Storm official podcast. That's right, we're back. It's been about a year since we've been gone. Many changes have been had, but we've got an old friend back. Say hello, Scott.
Hello, Scott.
And we also have a new addition to the show, Mr. Jason Gonzalez.
Yes, that's me.
All right, now, this past few months has been really spectacular as far as all the FanBoy movies. And, we're just going to touch on a couple of those. I promise I'm not going to get too angry, because I'm sure Scott has some things to say that have no basis on anything. Because when Scott goes to the movies, Scott doesn't always watch the movie. Apparently, Scott also likes to get blown while he's watching the movie, because Scott thinks that Man of Steel was an awesome movie.
Man of Steel was an awesome movie.
You were getting blown when you were watching that movie.
What did you complain about?
What, Man of
Steel? Did you see Man
No,
of
what's
Steel?
wrong with blowjobs?
Oh.
Man of Steel. That's when you make a deal like it's a weird...
And that is a valid point.
Yeah, I think
you're
it's-
absolutely right.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing
However,
wrong with blowjobs.
at that
There's nothing
time...
He's a fucking American.
Right. At that time, I was not getting a blowjob. That came afterwards.
I think you were, because, okay, like, I'm just going to touch on this just for a minute. Man of Steel, the things that were wrong, I just accidentally hit the microphone. I'm sorry. The things that were wrong with Man of Steel. First of all, Kevin Costner. First of all, why the fuck is Kevin Costner in the fucking movie?
Because somebody had to play Paul Kent.
Dude, you could have played Paul Kent and saved them some money. And the way and this is not going to be spoilers because the movie's a year old. The way Paul Kent died was bullshit. I mean, he's standing there, the tornado's about to come. Clark could have saved him real quick, and no one would have seen it.
Okay, you know what, Mike?
And he just looks back and is like, "No, don't save me."
All right,
That's
Mike.
bullshit.
All right, Mike, you know what? I'm going to give you that one.
Okay,
I will give you that one.
And you okay?
I'll give you that one. He should have saved his father.
Yes,
there was no
exactly.
excuse. I will give you that one.
Thank you.
Are you just saying that because you could have been the father?
No.
If you're like, well,
No.
now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't agree about and just like Kevin Costner could have been anybody. I mean, Kevin Costner, is an established actor.
He's pretty hard to replace.
He's pretty hard to replace.
You're
Yes.
cool. You're cool.
Wait, what was Kevin Costner's last good movie?
Officer and Gentleman, man.
How long
That's
ago
a pretty
was
goddamn
that?
good movie, man.
How long ago was
Who
that?
cares?
Did
It's
you,
good.
I'm afraid he was not in an Officer and Gentleman. I do apologize for
I was
that.
about to
Was
say, I
he?
didn't think
No,
so.
he was not.
Kevin
That-
Costner. We're
Kevin
talking
Costner.
Who's in
Waterworld.
Officer and Gentleman?
That would be Richard Gere.
Oh, he should have been the dad in Superman. I'm going to bring it all back around. Now, when I thought about the Man of Steel, should have been Richard Gere.
Kevin Costner, Waterworld.
Waterworld was good.
Waterworld was not good.
It was good.
Are you on crack?
Oh, man.
Waterworld was horrible. I mean, it was
Okay.
sad that was Dennis Hopper's last film.
How did you... No, there was Speed after that, wasn't there?
Oh, that's right. It was Speed.
It's good to see.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
And then
How did you watch Waterworld?
I watched it, in, I don't know, on front of a TV, I guess. I didn't go to
you had
see
a
it. at-
Kool-Aid and everything
Huh?
was fine? Were you
What
drunk?
about Kool-Aid?
High?
Because I'm black? Is that what black people like? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Kool-Aid. I love Kool-Aid. Red.
Were you high?
No, I wasn't high.
Have you watched Waterworld high?
No, I haven't.
You're missing an experience. You're missing an experience.
That may be a good way to watch Waterworld because the sober way does not work.
No.
Yeah, no, it's like...
I haven't seen this movie sober in 18 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's like Aqua Teen
There's no
Hunger
reason
Force.
to burden yourself. with
It's like Aqua Teen
sobriety.
Hunger. I've watched it straight, and I'm like, I don't get this. This is the stupidest show I've ever seen in my life. I don't get it. This is dumb.
Wait, Aqua Teen?
Yeah, apparently
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
have to be high to watch it.
Yeah, I think you
So,
really do.
so I'm guessing Inception is probably like the greatest thing. If you watch it high and
I think a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
It's too much, man. The mind just gets too blown out on that.
Yeah.
With Inception. What other movies did they get right this year, though?
For Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Captain
yeah.
America is okay. You know what? That you're right.
Chris Evans.
Chris.
Everybody and people were hating on Chris Evans when he first took this role because he played Human Torch. He can't do this. That I gave him a chance. Why? Because he looks the part. If you at least looked the part, there's a reason why Danny DeVito wasn't cast as Captain America. Because he doesn't look the part. He could be the greatest actor in the world. He doesn't look the part. Like what you were saying about Henry Cavill, I know chicks who cream their jeans over Chris Evans. Oh my God, Chris Evans. That's the only reason they saw the movie, because they didn't even like superhero movies, but he's in it because he looks the part.
Isn't that crazy? They had three. They had the guy with the sex appeal. They had the dork factor with the comics.
Yep.
And then you had fucking Black Widow. Like, that would sell. That's the last sell. That gets everybody in there.
Right.
Once it's like Scarlett Johansson in a tight suit, you're like, well, I'm there.
And
you could hate every comic book in the world, but all of a sudden you're like, well,
and they
I'm
did
gonna
it.
check that
And
movie
that
out.
movie, they did a good job. I mean, it
They
wasn't
did a great job.
They had a pseudo political message. They had a little bit of comedy, and they gave
Great
the brother
fight scenes.
great fight scene, and they gave the brother some time.
They did.
They gave the black guy. I mean, don't mean to pull the race card, but they gave the black guy some time. I mean,
And I watched how the white guy clipped his wings too at the end, man. I was sad, man. I was like, that's horrible.
damn the
Those
man.
white motherfuckers always come back at the end.
But no,
They do that. They do
It
that.
had, the Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier had the perfect amount of everything. I mean,
No,
it was probably
It's
the best movie.
It's the best movie
thus
so far. Yeah.
Thus far, and then after that, you had Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man. It was okay. It wasn't bad. I have no complaints. I don't have that many complaints about it.
Okay.
I'm not 100% thrilled with how they depicted the Rhino.
Me neither. I thought it was kind of.
I think people were stupid.
And people were like, "Well, it'd be stupid for him to be put in a big old suit." Blah blah blah. Okay, do it CGI like the Hulk.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and here's another thing. This whole thing about changing origins, which I don't understand. The Rhino's not Russian. In the movie, the Rhino was Russian. The Rhino's not Russian. He's an American thug.
He's a dumbass.
Right, who got submitted to an experiment. That's it. I mean, there's no reason to make him Russian. I don't get that. It's like before in the old Captain America, where they changed the Red Skull from being German to Italian. Makes no sense.
True, it does. But then again, like I've always said, he was German in the comics, and he was Italian in the original Captain America movie, which sucked ass. But
It was horrible.
You have to probably file that under. With changing them from German to Italian, you probably have to file that under. Okay, so who cares?
Yeah, but it makes no sense though.
But
if
but it's not a big deal.
yeah, sure, of course it's a big deal. It's the pivotal part of the character.
What difference does it make? Was he an evil bastard?
Did he have a red skull?
Did he have a red skull?
Fuck, man.
Was he a
Motherfucker's
Nazi? Was he a Nazi?
That was,
I don't know.
The
Wait a minute.
Italians were yes they were Nazis.
It
He was
still
still
doesn't make any sense.
he was a Nazi.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense for you to do that.
He was a Nazi. The Italians were Nazis.
It makes no sense for you to do that though.
But what difference does it make?
Because it makes no sense. That's why. That's the difference.
but you're the only one arguing this point.
No, I'm not. I'm not the only one.
Okay, all right.
In
There
this
could be
room.
Three other people
In
that are
this
arguing with you.
room.
Okay, all right.
I'm just playing.
What was the next? Okay, what's the next one?
Like no, still on Spider-Man 2. Like, and there are some people who hate on Andrew Garfield because he's not Tobey Maguire. Here's the thing with that.
But he was a better Peter Parker.
His Spider-Man.
Tobey
is
Maguire, I think, was better Peter Parker.
Right.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he was-
I like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
His,
Because he's arrogant. He's got the right amount of arrogance and everything, but
Yeah.
but his Peter Parker is also a little too cocky.
too much.
Just
He's got
a little bit. You know what I
A
mean?
little too much courage.
Right. Parker's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be the whole duality of man thing. It's supposed to be this side, and when I put the mask on, it's supposed to be this side. And with Toby, you didn't really see the flip side. Toby made 3 jokes in all 3 movies? And
That sounds about right.
5 jokes if you want to count him putting on dark eyeliner and dancing
Dancing
in
in
the
the
street.
street.
That was just that was stupid.
just dumb. And with that Spider-Man 3, we know with them trying to butt fuck so many fucking characters in one movie. Granted, they put a lot of characters in Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield, but they did it in a way so it's not.
It's almost paced perfectly.
Right.
You had introductions, you had the main,
And
and you
you-
saw the Sinister Six building up.
Right, and you can't put Venom and then 3 other characters in there. Venom is
a strong enough character. He needs his own movie.
Yeah, all by himself. You don't need anyone else. But of course, as Mel Brooks says, merchandising, 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 where the real money from the movie is made. If we can't make toys that little kids will buy based on these characters, well, we don't get paid. So Sony, you guys can suck it, because that's bullshit.
What do you think about the death of Gwen Stacy? I thought that was.
I thought that was awesome. I actually thought that was awesome.
And I was prepared
sorry.
I was prepared to leave the fucking theater if I didn't see her die.
But they did a great job.
No, it was
It was
perfect.
just
It was
such a
awesome.
good job. I mean,
It
it's like
was-
Perhaps we should have yelled "spoiler alert" before we had said that out.
No, we shouldn't yell that. No. Yeah, it's been long enough.
Yeah.
They're fine.
All right. So what else? What else has come out that we've also? Let us.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah,
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx. Yeah.
Yeah, that you mean? Watching Jamie Foxx's character, it kind of felt like, am I watching Fatal Attraction? With this?
Are you talking about the almost homoerotic fascination he has with Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. I'm like, really? I mean, I get it. You're a loner, you admire, but it just seemed he could. Okay, Jamie Foxx. I guess the best way to describe it. Jamie Foxx is, I guess, maybe so cool in real life that when he plays a dork in the movies, he doesn't do it well.
Right. It seems forced.
Yeah.
It's a little too much. He's more like, he's more like Jerry Lewis from The Nutty Professor. He's like, hey, Glavin, hey, lady. It was too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. You dig what I'm saying? It didn't seem real. Now, once it became Electro, oh, dude, it was on.
fact of the matter is, once LL Cool J knocked out Jamie Foxx in Any Given Sunday, he hasn't been the same since. He's been fucked up for years. Quentin Tarantino tried to help his ass. Then nothing helped. LL fucked his life up.
Yeah.
That knocked him out, and that was it.
But you see what I'm saying? I mean,
Mama said not.
Mama said to do it. Just didn't say do it to Jamie Kennedy. Just in his.
but you see what I'm saying? He seemed a little. It was forced. Again, once he became Electro, it was on like Donkey Kong. But the whole his alter ego, it was.
This director didn't seem to mind like people going over the top, like you're talking about Rhino. Rhino was very over the top.
Yeah.
Electro or whatever his name is before that.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Max.
Yeah, but so over the top. They didn't mind their villains. Even Harry, to a certain degree, I felt.
Actually, I think Harry. I think the actor that played Harry Osborn. I think Harry Osborn was probably a more intense Harry Osborn than the ones with the in the Tobey Maguire series.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, they gave you a little bit of backstory why he really wasn't in the first movie,
Right.
Because he was going away to boarding school or whatever. But
Because he had a
they
drug
still-
problem.
They still had their relationship from the past and all that. So no, I mean, I liked Spider-Man 2. I mean,
I didn't say I didn't like it. It was good. It was good. Did it have its flaws? Yeah. Was it the best Spider-Man I've ever seen? No. But it was a good Spider-Man.
the thing with Andrew Garfield, again, his Peter Parker just is a little too cocky. His Spider-Man is perfect. And going back to the first Spider-Man movie, when Uncle Ben died in Tobey Maguire's, you felt bad. You felt sad. It was like, oh damn, Uncle Ben's dead.
I believe
But-
our producer wishes to acknowledge something. What is it, Mr. Brand? Did you have something that you wanted to add?
But in the second one, you just didn't, and he gave him that speech, with great power comes great responsibility. You didn't have that in the reboot, which that's another thing. Why reboot it? Just do like James Bond. Just continue from where you left off. You don't have to retell the story again. It's like
I think at this point, they need to drop origin stories.
like I said before. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the story.
On main guys, the Batman, your Spider-Man, Superman. We know
It's like the story of Jesus. Do you know the story of Jesus?
I've heard things.
Right. You know the story of Spider-Man and Superman. Everybody knows it. You don't have to retell it. It's the same. It turns out all the same, even though certain things have been changed. I won't get into that right now because I'm whatever.
And the actors really haven't. I think you carried a good point with Paul Kent. You didn't give a fuck when he died.
Yeah,
you didn't care.
in Man
Same
of
with
Steel?
Spider-Man's dad or uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Ben. You're
It's
like, yeah, okay, he's dead.
Okay. Well,
It happened.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna
Oh,
happen.
well.
Yeah. We just don't care anymore as a society.
Right. So yeah, don't even you can't mess with great power comes great responsibility. And at the very end when Uncle Ben is dying and Tobey Maguire's like, Peter. Peter. You're like, oh man.
What was the next movie? I believe Godzilla was next.
Godzilla, yeah.
Godzilla. Okay.
Godzilla.
My opinion of Godzilla was this. I was really looking forward to seeing it. I really was, because anything would have been better than the 1998 version of Godzilla.
Yeah.
I mean, I've stepped in shit that was more interesting than the 1998 version of Godzilla.
Matthew Broderick didn't really bring that.
No, he did not. But this Godzilla, I gotta say, was it better than the 1998 version? Yes, but that's not saying too much. I'm of the opinion that the Godzilla was like this. This is me watching Godzilla. Human element,
Yeah.
human element, Godzilla! Human element, Godzilla, yeah! Godzilla's awesome, yeah! Human element, Godzilla, there he goes, oh, you don't fuck with Godzilla, that's a bad motherfucker right there. Human element, the end.
I'll agree with you that.
Do you think it was missing? Do you think what was missing the most was probably Puff Daddy's score? I think that was that was the glue.
You're right, though. It's a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
A little bit too much human story, just like with Transformers. A little bit too much human backstory, not enough about the robots. With Godzilla, same thing. Not enough about the actual monsters themselves. And, well, I can say spoiler alert, but, they kill off Bryan Cranston, which I thought, okay, that kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, because you look at the you look at the story and you're like, wow, Bryan Cranston's in this. He's going to add to the story.
Right.
He's going to bring something to this, and he didn't bring shit.
He Marlon Brando'd the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
He Marlon Brando'd that. He said, "I will be in it for 15 minutes, but I want $12 million fucking dollars. Right?
Exactly.
I'll be on the set one day." Fuck you.
Marlon Brando from Superman.
Exactly.
He did. Yes, he did.
That is exactly.
That's
You're right.
exactly.
You're right. You're right. That is exactly what happened.
I mean, I liked it. I mean, it was enough retro and enough, modern day. I mean, they gave homage to, the original Godzilla with the look of him and all that. They didn't turn him into a giant iguana.
Yeah, the way that I heard that they described this Godzilla, they said this Godzilla was supposed to be how Godzilla would look if the guys who designed Godzilla from 1954 saw this Godzilla and they tried to duplicate him in 1954 from what they saw. Does that make any sense?
No, it does not.
Okay.
You're saying if the people in 54 had the technology they had today...
If the people in 1954 saw this Godzilla that, we all see,
Yeah.
they'd be like, wow, that's Godzilla. And then they tried to duplicate it as best they could in 1954.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Don't you think in a movie called Godzilla, they would show, Godzilla?
Yeah, it needed more.
Godzilla should not be making a cameo in his own fucking movie.
He does have a point.
I agree with you wholeheartedly on
That
that.
drove me nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little too much human story, and the movie did well, so they set it up for definitely a sequel. So hopefully we're going to see a lot more.
And
of the
probably
King of
like a
Monsters.
Blu-ray release where it's like, there's the director's cut unedited where, 30 more minutes of Godzilla.
Hopefully it'll be 30 more minutes of Godzilla and not 30 more minutes of human element.
Was I the only one disappointed in the design of the monster that he was fighting? If that was the worst looking monster.
It was a
I've ever seen in
weird,
my life.
it wasn't.
He walked on like his.
He looked like a combination of Cloverfield,
God, don't say
the
that.
arachnids from
Starship Troopers
Starship Troopers, and
Good.
and a Hummer.
yes, it like that, and
It was.
yeah. So I mean, but I mean, aside from that, I mean, when Godzilla came to the screen, people in the audience that I saw with, they actually started clapping. It was like, yes, it's about time. You're here to save this shit.
Well, and they also painted him as the hero. He's like the guy. They're waiting for the guy to show up, and that guy just happens to be Godzilla at this point in time. It was hard. But I also wonder if it was like a destruction movie, which I think all of us in this room would love. It was just like Godzilla fucking up everything. If so many people would be like, it's just a dumb movie about this monster fucking up everything.
Oh, that would have been if Michael Bay had done it. All you would see is explosions, explosions, explosions.
And it would have been, I think it's just, they put too much human element in there, but I think they're kind of fucked. Because it's like, well, you know, if we don't tell the story, they're going to be mad. If we tell too much of a story, they're mad. Maybe the sequel, I think it did open a door for a sequel. That
Yeah,
maybe
no.
Oh, it totally opened the door for a sequel.
Yeah.
And let's see, like the last movie, the latest movie, what I like to call the Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy show, X-Men: Days of Future Past.
A great movie.
Wonderful.
A wonderful movie.
Probably
Now-
the best movie.
I would say it is definitely one of the better X-Men's. I would say,
I'd say it's the best X-Men they got.
well, maybe not the best, but it's definitely an extraordinarily good X-Men. Michael, do you have an opinion? Is there something you wish to say? Please, Michael, speak
I
your
forgot
mind.
about Captain America after I saw it. And then I saw Black Widow and it all came back
Oh,
to me pretty
right.
quickly after I was like, yeah. But
Go ahead, Mike. Speak on how it didn't follow the comics. Speak on how, yes,
we've all been waiting.
yes, speak, please.
It didn't. For one, it didn't. In the comic, Kitty Pryde was the one who went back in time. Wait, hold
and
on.
See a kid.
Kitty Pryde movie. Thank you. Oh my God.
Damn it.
Thank you. By all means.
Watch that bitch phase in and out all movie.
Right. Nobody gives a shit about Kitty Pryde. You could set Kitty Pryde on fire and I wouldn't give a shit. Who gives a damn about Kitty Pryde? Nobody.
They explain exactly why Kitty Pryde was the one who got sent back. Wait, and here's the thing. Why did they use Hugh Jackman? Because Wolverine is one of the
Because Wolverine is fucking
the
awesome.
No. What did he do in this movie? He got his bone claw stuck in a machine. That's it. That is not, be honest, that is not what you want to see from Wolverine. You don't. Yeah, they had a Mel Gibson Lethal Weapon moment and you saw his ass. But that's not, be honest, that's
Big
not
set
why.
of balls. I was like, oh, I saw a ball. I saw balls there.
Well, that's what he says. He says his balls are so big he had trouble fitting in the suit or some shit. I don't know. But that's not why people want to see Wolverine. They want to see the adamantium claws. They want to see him tearing shit up.
He didn't
You
get
didn't
the
see
adamantium
that.
claws yet. Remember, he
And
went back
guess
to
what?
that.
He's never going to get him now.
No, he's not. They changed.
Wait.
Spoiler alert.
That's
They
another
changed-
thing.
They changed history.
He's not going to get an adamantium skeleton either.
No, he's not.
That's stupid. It makes no sense
Why
now.
isn't he?
What?
Oh, why isn't he?
Have you
At the very,
Spoiler alert.
No,
Spoiler alert.
my friend.
Spoiler alert.
At the very last,
They
scene,
changed history.
Stryker's eyes turn yellow. That's Mystique. Mystique is not going to allow another mutant to go under any experiments for any reason. So yeah, you're not going to see an adamantium skeleton.
We don't know that for
no.
sure. That could be all changed. That could be all. You can't have Wolverine without that.
Well, apparently you can have them without the adamantium claws.
movie-
Everybody loves the bone claws, which is fucking stupid because he wasn't born with fucking bone claw.
Then who
Okay,
did he kill?
here's
Who
the
did he
thing.
kill his
Here's the
father
thing.
with? If he didn't have the bone claws when he was
Okay,
seven?
they took dramatic license in the movie, and they for some bizarre reason, somebody decided to change it. From the beginning, first of all, in the very beginning, his claws were never meant to come out of his hands in the first place. Chris Claremont, who invented the character, he said claws were supposed to come out of his gloves. Once John Byrne drew him with his claws coming out of his hands, that was the first time you ever saw that. And from that point on, Marvel Universe get a cross-section of his forearm, mechanical housings in his forearms, artificial ligaments. Why do you need artificial ligaments if you were born with bone claws? Second, if you were born...
So now you're
hold on. Let me finish. If you were born with bone claws, and you were all this, you're an animal. You were born this way. You're not traumatized by it. If the government takes you and turns you into an animal, that is traumatizing. The character of Wolverine is a very traumatized person. There's a reason why Professor Xavier can't read into his mind because he's so fucked up. The government turned him into an animal. All he had when he got submitted to these experiments was a super fast healing factor. And that's it. He didn't have bone claws. They put the claws in him, turned him into a weapon. If you were born a weapon, you've had, how old is he? About 100 years old? You've got 100 years to get used to being a weapon. But if you are turned into a weapon, that fucks with you.
Then how do you explain the bone claws that occurred?
They changed it. For whatever reason, somebody decided, oh, we're gonna make him have bone claws.
You're criticizing the comics.
Yeah, no.
90s.
Yeah, no.
You're criticizing the comics.
I never liked Origin. Matter of fact, I own it because it's like worth a little bit of money, but I never agreed with it because it doesn't make it's from the beginning. His bones are laced with adamantium. His claws are pure adamantium. Now, to me, the definition of pure means that's all that's in there. There is no bone. Second, okay, if your bones are laced with it and he has bone claws, why do his claws look like razors? And when the adamantium is taken off, they don't look like razors. They look like jagged little bones. That makes no sense.
All that said, it's still a badass movie.
It really
It's
was.
still a bad. It's fucking
still
claws.
awesome.
It's a great movie.
beautiful.
That is
Great
not
movie.
what people
Sweet.
want. That's still
Lovely.
You want it. Millions.
So you want to see
Millions want it.
see him with bones. You don't want to see him with adamantium
I
claws
wanna
tearing
see
shit
that
up.
3-minute sequence with Quicksilver in the goddamn
Thank
kitchen.
you. Best part of the fucking movie.
I saw
Yes.
Best
all
part of the
day long.
fucking
that
movie.
was
That
yes.
was cool.
Yes.
And despite the fact that it could be argued that he's not that fast, that's Flash.
No, he's
speed.
not. Technically Quicksilver
He's not
is
that
not that flat.
But it was some
It
cool.
was cool
It was
shit.
some cool,
No.
awesome shit. Quicksilver is not that
Quicksilver's
fast.
not
The
even-
Flash is that fast, but not.
Quicksilver's not even remotely that fast. But yeah, no.
But yes,
one of
that
the
was
best
some awesome
parts of
shit.
the movie.
Yes.
The whole.
We got 7 conversations going on right now.
I know.
It's all about it's all about Quicksilver though. So it's all right.
in the comic, which is honestly that X-Men Days of Future Past was, I believe, that was the comic that got me to switch from being strictly DC to Marvel because it was such a deep storyline. Yeah, Kitty Pryde was the focus of the story, but everybody else was in it. Wolverine was riddled throughout the whole fucking book. You don't have to focus on just Wolverine. Here's the thing: the whole thing with Marlon Brando, the whole thing with who played Jor-El in Man of Steel?
That would be Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. People came to see both of them. They weren't in it for very long. Why? But you came to see them. The whole thing with put Wolverine in it. I'm not saying don't put him in it. He's going to be in it. One of the most iconic scenes in comic book history is Wolverine getting a fastball special, which is not a sexual position, by the way. A fastball special from Colossus getting thrown at one of the Sentinels. Sentinels learn from, their mistakes. Acted a little bit too late, turned around, blasted all the flesh off of Wolverine's body. You see an adamantium skeleton with claws and everything fall to the ground. Boom, Wolverine is dead. Holy fucking shit. You're not going to see that ever. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in the comic.
But is Juno going to carry a movie?
No.
She doesn't
Juno is not going to carry a fucking
she
movie,
doesn't
man.
have to.
Let me. Do you know why Kitty Pryde was not the main character? What is Kitty Pryde's? What's her code name? What's her superhero name?
Shadowcat.
Okay, who besides you?
Back then, she didn't have a code name. Shadowcat. The Shadowcat persona came much later. It was
How
Kitty
fucking
Pryde
lame
or
are you
Sprite.
that you are more known by your name of Kitty Pryde than you are by your super?
Jean Grey.
Yeah, that's her name.
Jean Grey is the shit. You
And-
don't fuck with Jean Grey.
And you didn't see.
I take that back.
octaves on that one.
I
That's
take that
bad.
back.
Yeah.
You didn't
I
see,
take it back.
You didn't see Phoenix, and you're not gonna see Phoenix either.
I take it back.
You're not gonna see Phoenix.
I think she's more excited about the name Kitty Pryde since she came out of the closet and it's a lesbian.
No, that would be what was the actress name who played
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page came out. Not,
Yeah, and she's Kitty Pryde.
yeah, but Kitty Pryde didn't.
Yeah.
No,
I think it all fits. I
No,
think
Kitty
she's being
Pryde. In the comic, Kitty Pryde married Colossus, and also in the comic, you actually felt bad because they actually told you what the Sentinels and what the government did to all the mutants. And there's a part in the comic where Kitty is talking to Colossus, it's like, they killed our babies. It's like, there's no character development. It's just Wolverine. All it is Wolverine. Wolverine. And then you had, hold on, let me finish. Then you got Byron Long's brother.
You mean
Byron,
Bishop? That would
Yeah,
be Bishop.
Byron Long's brother. For those of you who don't know who Byron Long is, look him up. That was his brother.
Hey, he's a porn star. For those of you who
Or
too late.
Bishop's sack.
You know, Mike likes the taste of that penis.
I do not like penis.
You know, if you're lesbian, what better name could you have than Kitty Pryde?
Kitty Pryde. I think that's tops. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
Byron Long's brother, and did he even speak?
To our gay community, I'd like to offer an apology.
Did he even speak in the movie?
Who?
Byron Long brother, Bishop. Did he even speak?
I believe he had a few lines.
Right. I mean, why even have him in the damn movie in the first place?
Because Bishop is an awesome character.
right,
He's awesome.
Save him for the next movie.
You know, why have Warpath in the movie? That's my question. What the fuck is Warpath's power?
If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember if Warpath was in the actual comic or not.
He's tiny from Voltron.
I don't remember.
I have no idea what you two are talking about.
Right. So I guess we're all going to see Transformers: Age of Extinction next week.
Fortunately, yes, I will be dragged to see it.
Why do you say unfortunately? Why will you be dragged to see it?
Because, all right, did I like the first one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. It was cool.
Too much human story, but yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. Second one, no.
Yeah, we don't do much reading.
We don't do, no.
We don't do much reading.
No, not the goddamn ghetto butts. Third story actually surprised the hell out of me. Yes. So the fourth one, you know what? It's got a plus. It's got Mark Wahlberg instead
Marky motherfucking Mark.
Yes.
Well, I'm about to say, will the Funky Bunch be joining him?
That's a new. Yeah.
I would.
If I see one funky bot, I'm leaving the fucking theater.
I'm guessing Mark Wahlberg is probably like, if one more motherfucker mentions the goddamn Funky Bunch in my presence again, I'm going ballistic. But yeah,
How many millions did that make him? You can't be mad at that. It made him who he was. Calvin Klein.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
I mean, the Funky Bunch, they do too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who was the Funky Bunch?
I don't even know. It's
Was
like
that Donnie Wahlberg and his retarded brother that had the burger shop? Did that Funky Bunch?
It's like DJ Jazzy Jeff. All he wants is a little love. I mean, Will Smith gets all the love. DJ, see, exactly. You guys are looking like, who the fuck is DJ
I know
Jazzy
DJ Jeff still. I think.
Icon.
Yeah, I think DJ Jazzy Jeff still.
But
I can't help but think that, if you see DJ Jazzy Jeff, I just can't help but think that, like, wow, you're DJ Jazzy Jeff. Hey, can you put my couch right over there? Thanks, man. Hey, wow, man. DJ, hey, let me take my picture real quick. All right, thanks. Hey, did you get the coffee table over there? Appreciate it. Thanks, dude.
DJ Jazzy Jeff is a hip hop icon. Move on.
anyway.
All right.
What else is coming out? Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm looking forward to that. You know what? Part of me tells me, this looks a little silly, but I'm still going to go see it.
It looks like it reminds me of Firefly. In the Josh Whedon show, it reminds me of
minus the talking raccoon. In the end,
right, and the giant walking talking tree. Yes. But
Talking about Vin Diesel, the main reason to go see the movie.
Okay, and you all talk about me and The Rock.
Okay.
This dude is talking about
Don't
Vin
bring up The Rock.
Diesel. The Rock, the next great action hero of our time.
He's old. He's like 90
not
years
oh
old.
my God! Did you
old.
Okay, you know what? Why do you make me punish you, Michael?
What?
Why do you make me punish you, Michael?
What?
Why?
What?
Really?
What?
Really? You don't. Why, Mike? You say The Rock's name,
It's his
and you say he's the
cousin.
greatest. No, Michael.
That's his cousin.
No.
He's the most.
At this point, okay. Show Mike Rodney, please. At this point,
He's the most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
Show the footage. Show the footage. Show
That's
the footage. Okay, you know what? Is there a way we can stop right here? 'Cause
That's his cousin.
I need to show you all this footage.
No, we need to wrap this.
Okay, all right.
No, it'll be shown. Don't worry.
We'll get on there.
It's his cousin.
That does not make it
Rikishi
right.
is his cousin.
That does not make it right.
Rikishi is his cousin.
Okay,
You know what?
let me explain what is going on. The footage, the aforementioned footage I'm referring to, The Rock was fighting Rikishi. The Rock was thrown into
Rock
a
is
corner. He staged his own fall. Now, I
The
don't know
Rock
if
is the
any of
most
you know anything
electrifying
about,
man in sports entertainment.
I don't know if any of you know anything about the Attitude Era of WWE.
The People's Champion.
And the Rock and Rikishi had a special, certain signature move.
If you smell,
Yes, and The Rock smelled some shit. Oh yes, The Rock did smell
Rock
some things.
is
Yes, The Rock smelled quite. He smelled.
that's
quite
his
a bit.
cousin. It's his cousin.
And how does that make it right?
It's his cousin.
Rikishi shoved his ass in The Rock's face and twirled it around, just like, whoa, look, smell my ass. And
I'm so excited to see this right now. I haven't seen it. I'd love to see it.
In his face, The Rock's face was in between Rikishi's crack,
That's his cousin.
and he volunteered, and that does not make it right, Michael.
Is the nose?
God damn it!
Is the nose closer to the lower back or the taint? Because that's the big question.
It's around the taint area.
Oh well, then yeah, he's got problems.
There is,
Yeah, he's bad.
There is
He's
no
bad.
way you can make that cool.
Vin Diesel would never do that.
Yes.
Never. Vin Diesel's too much of a man to do that. Yep.
There's a number for everything. You pay the right amount of money. There's a number for everything.
And David, what
I'm telling you.
is your number to have Rikishi stuff your face in his ass cheek?
I can't say it off the top of my head, but if somebody wrote that in front of me, I'd say that's the number. That's the motherfucking number right there. Come on, bring that ass. Bring that sweet ass right here. Because you wrote that number on the check. And the check cleared. Come on, goddammit.
God
You
damn.
telling me you wouldn't sniff ass for the right amount of money?
No, I would not. No.
You are
A
lying.
motherfucker.
We can all say you're lying here. There's not going to be a check that somebody puts in front of you.
There is no amount of money that will say, hey, Rikishi, by all means, shove your ass in my face so that I can
There's
take a
some
good
days in
sniff.
the month where $25 I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, man. I mean, it just gets
There's-
tough
there's a
sometimes.
Certainly not for
number
$25.
he can put his Sweaty ass in my face.
Yeah.
Who?
Sweaty.
There's a number he can put his sweaty ass in my face.
And it was sweaty.
For the right amount of money, pull the trunks down. What the fuck? Let's go for it. Let's give him a show, nigga. They wrote down the right goddamn number. Shit. You must not have bills to pay. Shit, I got bills to pay. You can write that number down. That's the correct number. Ass. There's an ass number, I'm telling you.
There is no.
I have no place to go.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Are you looking forward to seeing that, Jason?
I think it'd be fabulous.
Okay.
Especially since Vin Diesel's in it. He's like The Rock.
The Rock's most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
Anyway,
The Rock
What else?
had
What-
Rikishi's ass in his face.
Okay,
Next movie.
Anyway, with the Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Now, the first movie was just amazing.
It will absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I could not agree more.
Except for the one half-ass scene, you get off, you damn dirty ape. Just don't put it in there. It was just,
But
it was just kinda,
yeah, but 2 seconds later,
yeah,
it
no,
was
2 seconds later, it was fucking
awesome.
awesome. Yeah, but yeah, that was the one thing problem I had with that movie. But the Rise looks like it's going to be just kick ass.
But you know what? I think Rise needs instead of maybe they'll rectify it in this one.
The Rock.
What Rise needs is
The Rock.
is more Rikishi's ass in The Rock's face. That's what Rise needs.
I think The Rock at that point, if he was in this movie, he'd want that big pink baboon ass in his face.
I'm guessing you.
yeah,
right.
yeah. That's what it'd go for.
Because The Rock has had ass in his face.
Rock loves ass in the face.
He does like his
Let's
ass.
specify only male ass in the face does The
Right.
Rock love.
Right.
But
Put it right number.
yeah,
But because he had that right number, he's got that right check. He wrote that number.
And somehow the Rock is on the Forbes list. Since we always talk about the reason they put Hugh Jackman is because of the money. People are going to go see it, pay the money. The Rock is on the Forbes list. Yeah, everyone says, oh, well, where's the Rock's franchise? He's on the Forbes list. That's his franchise. If we want to talk about money,
Well, we were talking about Rise of the Planet of the Apes, goddammit. Let's talk about apes riding on horseback with AK-47s. That's some hard shit.
That is some hard shit.
That's some hardcore shit.
it's some hard shit.
Yes. Where can we find you, Mike?
Well, you can find me at thekeytovectorsigma.com and on Facebook at the FanBoy Forum. And also, The Rock is the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Okay.
The Rock had Rikishi's
What-
ass in his face.
Just shut up.
where's
about
this even
that.
going to be played at?
Where's what going to be played at?
This.
Is this on YouTube?
Is this on YouTube?
Do you have a
yeah,
YouTube
this is
channel?
on you. Yeah,
You don't have no YouTube channel.
I do have a YouTube
What?
channel. Get the
What?
yeah.
What is it?
What's the address?
Tell us.
The Fanboy Forum.
What?
Okay.
Just type in the Fanboy Forum on YouTube, and yeah, you're gonna find us there. Plus all the retro shows from what 2 years ago.
Some classics.
Oh, really? And you still got some on Blip TV, I heard.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna transfer those from Blip TV down to
Cool.
YouTube.
Are you on Blip TV?
I was on Blip TV. Actually, you know, if you go to the YouTube channel on the Fanboy Forum, I actually show my underwear. So, very first episode.
You just blew it. I don't want to see it now.
Yeah.
You were there.
Was that some kind of
and you in
weird
your
call
underwear.
for The Rock? Where you just
He probably
like,
heard, ooh, the Rock's here. Let me, oh, hey, Rock, I got something for you to sniff. Come on.
I got something cooking.
Don't
Can you
have a
smell?
blog out on the key?
What?
I believe it's called the Key to Vector Sigma. Yes, it is.
It's a blog.
Yes, it is.
He also writes articles.
You're a blogger.
I'm a blogger.
You're a blogger?
Yeah.
Are you an author?
As a matter of fact, I am. I have
What?
a book out on Amazon.com called Breeze, a Peter Matheson mystery by Scott Collins Johnson. An intriguing read about a man named Peter Matheson discovering a mystery
Penis.
involving.
It's so goddamn mysterious.
Yes, it's so
I don't even know
goddamn.
what the fuck it's doing.
Forgive me. Mike threw me off. It's a mystery. It's funny. And it's something I took great pride in writing. It's a hell of a read, and I do encourage you to read it.
There's a dump I'm waiting to take just to read this.
Well, you should enjoy the book.
And I will enjoy both.
Right.
There's a
I'm
number
gonna get
for
back.
And then afterwards, go to Mike's house and say, "Hey, Mike, I want you to sniff my ass. I want you to be cool like The Rock. God damn it! If The Rock can get his ass, could put ass in his face, I know you can too.
You know,
How often is the show gonna run?
we're gonna try to do it at the very least every 2 weeks, if not every week. And in some instances, if something good comes out or something good happens, we'll just do an impromptu show right then and there. So
I mean,
stay tuned. Go ahead. What were you
no,
saying?
Scott's back now, huh?
Yeah, Scott's back.
Oh yes, I am. I'm back. Yes.
He was gone for a while. He's nowhere
Thank you,
near
thank you.
as attractive as our former co-host, but
His hair is longer.
his hair is longer.
Yes. The hair.
You did have
the
a
hair's-
rash of white women co-hosts. It was really weird. It was like looking for white women between the age of 16 and 19.
All my life, I've dreamed about one thing: white women.
And that's not just for the show. But yeah, there's what else is it? Lucy with the very lovely
Lucy, that's the
Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, that's the one where she gains these.
Taps
Full
into, like,
frontal
she-
nudity.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, full frontal nudity, total nude.
I was
Really?
thinking she was
Yeah.
going to tap
Oh, I'm there.
into the
Yeah.
100% of her brain's capacity. And that's
I
what
say we
was-
do this.
Why?
Yeah,
I didn't know that there was full frontal.
yeah, full frontal.
Full frontal.
Yeah,
Yes, this
that's
is-
the important thing to get out.
And this is my
That's-
impersonation of America after seeing Scarlett Johansson after doing Full Frontal.
That's pretty nasty.
And that's Mike when he's watching The Rock.
Yes.
It all comes full circle. It all comes full circle.
That's her, not a stand-in. It's gonna be her.
That's her. Supposedly. Hollywood magic, who knows? But
Looking at the trailers, that movie looks like it's gonna
Yeah, no, that looks dope.
yeah.
That looks dope.
So who's your friend Jason Gonzalez here? He's new?
Jason Gonzalez.
Jason
new
Gonzalez.
guy.
He's
Jason
I was the first non-white woman to be in the fanboy forum. I petitioned. I was like, these motherfuckers, they need a white male.
Yeah,
We need to make everything fair here.
and we couldn't get.
I need someone who's gonna put the ER on motherfucker.
And we couldn't get The Rock, so
Well, he's too busy putting Rakishi's ass in his face.
that's his cousin, man. It's all right.
That does not make it better, Michael.
Right.
God damn it.
Have you never sat on like your brother's head and farted or something like that?
Yes.
See,
But I
exactly
knew it
the
was
same
disgusting
thing.
and horrible.
Oh, I was like, yeah, no, exactly the same thing. Anyway, at any rate, is that isn't there something else that's coming out this year?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
We
We
did.
did.
Yeah,
Did we
we
say
did
that?
that.
Shit, did we just talk about that? I'm
We'll
tripping.
get you guys.
You're
next.
drunk. You're drunk.
It's late.
You're drunk because you also think Ben Affleck's going to be a good Batman. You know what? If Ben Affleck's going to be a good Batman, then why not we just have
I think what we need to
Miley
do from here
Cyrus
on out,
as
we need to
Harley
dedicate 10
Quinn?
minutes.
Why not?
10
As a
minutes
matter
of
fact,
each podcast.
there's a
to the
picture of
Batman.
Miley Cyrus
Then after
pressing
10
her
minutes-
ass up against Ben Affleck looking like Harley Quinn. Why not? Give me one good reason why not.
I don't
can't
have a
give you
good
one.
reason.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I believe it or not, I don't actually. What you just said right there, you called yourself being funny?
No,
I don't have a
I'm not
problem with
being
Miley
funny. I'm not
Cyrus.
being funny. I don't have a problem with Miley Cyrus at all.
Yeah, over the.
And Jason said, "Look, chick,
This is where I
Bye-bye.
can use the voiceover and say, thank you for joining the FanBoy Forum. They continued this argument till around 5 in the morning.
Tune in next week.
McRussell is still walking around his apartment arguing about this fucking thing. Still. For the next 3 fucking days.
Because it is.
It was his cousin.
It was his
It's
cousin.
okay. You can have
I
your
don't sound
cousin's
like
ass
that.
in your face.
I don't sound like
And Lone Wolf McQuade was a good movie.
Good night.
Lone Wolf McQuade was an excellent movie. All right, until next time, Hail Hydra!
Peace!